Need your pressure washing supplies fast? PPW Express brings you top brands, always in stock, and a mobile app that lets you order in seconds. Enjoy same-day shipping on every order placed before 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. Download the PPW Express app today.
Stand out with custom gear from DAB Marketing. No design fees, no minimum orders. Just premium sublimated shirts built for the service industry. Look professional, look sharp. Get your gear from DAB Marketing.
Good evening. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Oh, look at pretty baby.
It is cold in Alabama, and it's cold in Florida, and it's cold in Canada. So we just got all 4 corners of the globe covered here tonight.
I think Joy wins, though. I think she wins.
Yeah.
And
close your refrigerator, Joy.
Yeah, why are you sending that stuff to Florida? Come on.
We're here tonight with 2 guests that we're gonna get really get to know them. They're both part of PWNA, which is coming up in February, which is February the 17th through the 20th in Orlando, Florida. I want to encourage everybody to get over to the PWNA website and get ready for that event. Don't miss it. It's going to be a lot of networking going on, a lot of teaching going on and everything. And we're going to jump in here, and we got Joy. She's from she owns Extreme Pure Clean, and they also own Canada's manufacturing of Deco products. And she's on the board of directors of PWNA and the membership committee. So, Joy, you want to jump on here and tell us a little? We're going to let her go first, Ray, because she's a lady, and we're going to be gentlemanlike and let the ladies go first. And tell us about yourself, how you got in the cleaning business, and how you got involved with PWNA.
Oh,
We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, we can't hear. We can't hear you, Joy.
Well, I said we was going to let her go first.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Maybe it's that 2 foot of snow on our internet or something. Oh, there she is.
There it
Can you
is.
hear me now?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Can
She's
you hear me
back.
now? It might be the snow. Who knows? There is a bit of a pause delay here. I don't know if you're noticing that. Anyways, I got involved in the exterior cleaning business about 12 years ago. It'll be our 12th summer going in. We're seasonal because of the snow, obviously. The way I had gotten into it, a couple friends of mine were doing it obviously in a different area. I had relocated up near the lake of Lake Huron, and Detroit is basically across from us. And like, you need to bring this service up here. There's nothing up here. Let's go. So I do think that we were the pioneer of the industry in our area, and you can see more and more people popping up here and there now, but we're definitely the most experienced in the area. And I started off by going to the PWNA conventions, and that gave me just connections and networking and the confidence to go out and do what we were doing with confidence. And that makes or breaks you as far as I'm concerned. So the PWNA has been a big part of my life. I met Ray there and his wife years and years and years ago. And I met some other people that have been long lasting friends and family that have come and gone. And there's nothing like it. And then I was recruited to be part of the PWNA board of directors, basically, just to represent more women in the industry. Like you do, Treaty. You're amazing for this industry. We're a small number out there. It's male dominant, which is fine with me. I've always been in a male dominant job occupation, but to be on the PWNA and just welcoming more women so they're more comfortable. And I love working with the newbies because they're so scared. They don't know what direction to go to. I love working with the new members that come to PWNA, and I can direct them to the expert that they need to grow or to learn from.
Cool. So what was your biggest challenge being, you said, male dominant industry? I guess we'll call it what it is, but what's the biggest obstacle you had to overcome?
I think the biggest obstacle for me wasn't even women or man related. It was, what do I need to do this, right? So coming to the PWN industry, learning about what equipment does what, helped me build a nice little system that I have that is perfect for what I do. The brand of work that we do is mostly house washing and small commercial. We don't have big high scrapers where I live. We have a couple buildings that may be 4 stories high, and I can safely do those from the ground. So I figured it out, what we need to do to make our business successful. And Deco Canada is brand new. In fact, we just launched it last week at the Landscape Ontario Congress show, which was in Toronto, Ontario, which is about 2 hours for me. It is the biggest landscape show in Canada, and I just had a great time there. It's such a good product. I'm very passionate about it, and that's a new beginning.
Cool.
Awesome. And you've been in the industry how long?
For 12 years now.
Nice.
And you're always learning. You're always
You
learning.
are, yeah.
Always
Watching
learning.
your podcast, Trudy, or this or that. I'm learning all the time.
Yeah, I've been in 20 years, and it cracks me up. You get these guys, like, we had MySpace when we started. I don't even think these guys know what that is, but we didn't have the technology. We don't have the information that they do now, and it's so easy. And I was just like, but you know what? Not everything on the internet is correct.
Exactly.
It is. I actually did my AI search on industry paint issues, which is what I've been I've been investigating this and testing for 15 years. And it had most of my stuff. And then it had what people commented on that was not true. And I was just like, oh, that's not right. You cannot. It's saying you're using too high of a mix, get a lesser percentage. I'm like, you can put 0.5%, it's still going to change. And I started stressing out. I'm like, okay, I can't stress out. I just got to keep educating. But the information out there is great. There is some great information, but there's also some misinformation.
Well, and I would say instead of some, there's a lot of misinformation. Do y'all remember, and I know I'm dating myself at this point, but remember the movie with Michael Keaton called Multiplicity, where he kept on cloning himself, but each clone was dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber?
Yes.
And I feel like that's a lot of the information that we have here. And honestly, a lot of the groups that we have out on Facebook, because it's like, for whatever reason, somebody starts their own group, and then somebody gets mad there, and they go start their own group, and somebody else starts their own group. And it's like they pick a little bit of things and they go, but the information has gotten washed out at this point, and they've not gone to the source of the true information. And they're just kind of parroting information that they heard, and they've never actually spent time to figure out, is that information correct or not? Yes. And I know, like, whenever Doug and I wrote our original, plant and property protection, we were actually going, to manufacturers and saying, okay, Trex, what are your specifications for cleaning a Trex deck? A lot of people don't realize there's 3 generations of Trex decks. Yeah. And they all have varying, one of them says use bleach, one of them says use 3,000 PSI. Huge difference in that. What does Behr Paint say? What does Sherwin-Williams say? What does James Hardie Siding say? A lot of people don't realize that James Hardie Siding, literally their color match siding, literally in the verbiage, the warranty, it says oxidation and color fade is natural. It's a part of our product, and so I think it's so important for people to go to the source of the information and get that, because otherwise you can't just, and I go on to Reddit a good deal, and it's just downright scary. Some of the, you think Facebook is bad? Holy cow, go on to Reddit and look at the pressure washing forums there.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy. So yeah, I did start a new Facebook group, and it's Tricks of the Trade, pressure washing and soft wash tricks of the trade. There is no selling at all. I will not let anybody post a video or sell anything. This group is for information and education only. And if it's, and I go on there and, I ask a lot of questions and I leave them open-ended, and people just bash me a lot. So I'm just like, I do this for conversation because I can ask a question. I know the answer, but I want everybody else to converse, because just because I do it this way doesn't mean that Anthony does it the same way. He might do it a different way and it works for him. Or you do it up in Canada, which the weather is way colder. So you may have a different way to do it. And that way we're all talking, we're all conversing about it, and we're all learning. And that's what I made this group about. And that's why I make those posts. And, a lot of guys bash me and I'm like, whatever, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I actually got told to go back in the kitchen one time. It was funny.
That went over like a fart in church.
Yeah.
I didn't have to say nothing. I got a bunch of big brothers in this industry. So I just sat back.
Yeah, if you're in the doghouse now, Dallas didn't get no beef jerky sticks.
I know. Well, I've got it on order, and Cub Scouts meetings tonight, so I should have some. I am so sorry, Dallas. I'm working on it. We give a break for Christmas. Everybody has holidays and families. I'm making excuses now, but no, they're on order. We get them, so I'm sorry. They'll be there next time. So we buy the beef jerkies from the Cub Scout troops, and we support them. And we're actually doing a Mardi Gras. We did the Christmas parade with them, and we buy so much jerky, like we've pretty much sponsored their whole parade float and everything. So we do that for them. And Shane and I is actually going on a family cruise, so we will miss the Mardi Gras. But Kyle and some other guys in the cruise going to be in there. They're going to stand up and take care of that Cub Scout group. But being in your community and taking care of your community is a huge thing too in our industry, because you got to give back.
It is. I love being here for my community, and I think that's what's really. I've always been a part of the community before owning a business, and it's just who I am. And Anthony, back to your question about what's been one of the most difficult challenges, and exactly, Shirley, what you're saying, we do differently up in Canada, and I know the U.S. has cold states. I forgot what you call them, cold states, but for us, getting good product across the border is super expensive. Like it's super hard for us to just get things shipped across here. And Canada is so small and so new in the whole power soft wash industry that we just don't have the products here that we need to use. So I'm thinking of flying down to Florida and probably renting a car to come back so I can bring more things back with me. That's how hard it is to get things here.
You're going to be a smuggler. Nice.
Trish and I used to go across the border in Detroit to pick up. What did we pick up? Some deck wash, like a step 2, like a step 1, and then a post street. And we'd be in my dad's shitty minivan that's all rusted out. So we didn't want to take our company trucks across. We'd get questioned. Right. And this thing's like literally doing a wheelie when we come up across the border. They're like, ladies, did you buy anything? Oh, we bought some soap for our decks. We're doing our parents and this and that. They're okay, be on your way. And we're like, yes, we made it. We're like literally cheering across the border and down the highway. It was hilarious.
We made it.
But we did it. But yeah, so it is hard for us to get the product that we need. There's more and more stores opening up around here, which is great. And yeah, so I think that was our biggest challenge, Anthony.
I just got a whole new vision of smuggling now.
That's right. When you want me to bring you when I come, we have good things here too.
I might have to make you a shirt.
You meaning the contraband at the border, huh?
Tanya and I just spent 9 days with Nick and Kim Hopkins from Soft Wash Australia in the Caribbean. So those are people that we met in the industry. He actually, but you want to talk about? I brought them up because you want to talk about a hard to get stuff in Australia. I mean, that's been that's part of the fun of this industry, and I'm sitting probably 11 years ago at my desk at company I used to own, Spray Wash Exterior Cleaning, that I sold and semi-retired, and now I've kind of gotten sucked back into it. with a different company, but we had a nice little teaching thing and sent dozens of people through there. We do a hands-on training, but I get this call one day while I'm sitting at my desk and it says, "Oh yeah, good day, mate. Nick Hopkins, Soft Wash Australia. Was thinking about popping around to the States there and maybe coming out and training with you there for a few days there and bringing this old soft wash thing to Australia." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's cool." We talked for like 45 minutes. I didn't think anything else about it. 30 days go by. I get this other call. And, "Hey, mate, Nick Hopkins, Soft Wash Australia. We're really getting things worked out here. Plan on being there about August 1st there. So hope you're ready for us. Hope those dates work for you." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, give me a call as it gets a little bit closer." Third call. "All right, mate. We'll be there." This point, I'm like, "Okay, great. We all, Kim will go out with Tanya and learn the marketing and the sales end of things. And, you'll be in the field with me and my crews." And I forgot to tell Tanya. So
Yeah, there you go.
Dinner like 2-3 days before they come. And all of a sudden my eyes get like saucers wide. She's like, "What?" And I was like, "Honey, I kind of have forgotten to tell you something, but there's these crazy people from Australia that are coming here in 3 days and they're expecting you to be with them." And she's like, I will kill you. And I'll tell you what, if these are horrible people, I will tell them I have to have a root canal and you get to deal with it.
Well, you're still alive, so it must turn out good.
We wound up meeting them, and they've become like some of our closest friends in the world. We travel with them. We went to Australia to teach a few years ago for his conference. We just took a 9-day cruise together. They're just like us, but with a lot cooler accents and bigger livers.
Oh, that sounds like an English family. That's who I'm going to cruise with.
But yeah, I love them. That's one of the things some of my closest friends in the world I've met through this industry, and
Look, I'm not wearing lipstick. This is one day of cold weather. This is how tough these are.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm not either.
You just put right wearing lipstick over there,
but I mean, maybe I should start wearing lipstick. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to have the chapstick. I don't know where mine is, but it's dry when it's cold.
I thought
Trudy even sends that to you sometimes during the winter when it gets cold.
Pardon?
We got chapstick through the mail from her and everything.
Yeah,
she sends all kind of goodies bags. You get to order something from her sometime, Joyce. She can get it up there.
I'll smuggle
She'll surprise you with stuff.
I'll bring you lots of chapstick when I come over.
Yeah.
But let's get to talk about some PWNA stuff. We're going to push that really hard and everything for the next few weeks till we get down there in Orlando. What's the most important thing to y'all about PWNA?
The relationships you make. I mean, it's hard to boil it down into one thing, but I mean, I'd say the people that you meet, the relationships that you make, the friendships that you get, having experts that you can call on and say, gosh, like Bo Giuseppe, past president, he had chimed in with a text on there. Bo's an HOA and water hauling expert, and I know you can call Bo at any time and say, Bo, look, how would you, I've got a 300 unit thing that wants gutters cleaned twice a year. Give me some pointers on doing that. I've never done a 300 unit, HOA before. What would you do? You wind up, you meet people that at these conferences that are doing $30 million a year. You meet people that are just starting out at $50,000 a year. You meet people along the whole spectrum of the industry, and you can grow with people, and you can learn from people that are where you eventually want to be. That's just one of the things about the PWNA. the fact that it's a true, not-for-profit association representing our industry, that's huge in itself right there. I mean, they're the ones that can intervene on our behalf whenever government wants to stick their beaks in. I mean, I know that Trevor Shamblin, another one of our directors, has really taken lead point with some of this Carb Smart stuff out in California, and is getting us the information, and they'll actually listen to us. I mean, we have Michael Draper with Expert Safety Solutions, and who's also our safety guy and education guy at PWNA. Nobody knows more about safety and OSHA compliance than Draper does.
Yeah.
And he's able to, we're working on getting, certifications actually checked off on by insurance companies and by OSHA, and it's huge for us, where people say, okay, wow, you're a PWNA member. That actually carries some weight, with governmental agencies at that point, and insurance companies. So another benefit, then the sheer education, the enterprise membership that we have, where you can send all your employees back through, you can send your all of your employees to the enterprise membership with these trainings. I mean, you can learn how to solve.
Yeah.
You can learn how to reclaim water. You can learn how to. I mean, there's dozens of courses on there that you have access to.
All right.
Gosh, Joy, your turn. Sorry, I
got a good one for
Ray. He's so good. The enterprise membership is amazing. First of all, you get $100 off from Aaron Raymond, who owns Deco. He'll give you $100 off any of your memberships when you join. Like Ray was saying, the enterprise membership is unlimited safety classes, unlimited certification classes, unlimited continuing education classes for you and your team. Like you can't top that. It's amazing. The support. I remember starting off, oh my gosh, what do I do? And I would call somebody on the board from 12 years ago, and they would talk me right through it. Like I'm not a threat to anyone. I'm in Canada. Like, I'm not your competitor. It's great that way. And we're all friends anyways. Like Trudy was saying, I have so many people in this power wash industry that I literally call my brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. And I have relationships with people and connections with people, and I wouldn't have any of that without going to the PWNA. I was so welcomed when I arrived to my first conference that I'm like, I'm not going to miss one. Like, this is amazing. So not every year we could come because of COVID and other things, but across the board, honestly, it's just, if you want your confidence, if you're experienced, I've heard people that have been in the industry for over 20 years, they will come and they will still learn something. Or they'll meet a new person. They'll become a mentor to a newbie. It's just an amazing circle.
Trevor Shamblin, who mentioned Trevor the other day, he helped me on a project, and it was a sizable project and something that I had never quite done like this before. Called Trevor, and I've known Trevor for years, and they're just such a close friend that I met literally through PWNA, and Trevor, he gave me the confidence in doing this very special, unique cleaning that I had never done before. He walked me through it. Heck, he even volunteered and said, hey, I'll come and we'll split the project if it worked in my schedule. Works out, in his schedule. It turns out not to work in his schedule, but walked me through it, gave me the confidence to do this project. And, it was a nice little $9,000 gig that was done in 3 days. So nice. It's great to have good experts you can call on something like this,
It is great. I mean, if you don't know anything about me, you know that I am so big on education. I want everybody to know as much, and I don't know everything. I don't pretend to know everything, but if I don't know something, I probably know somebody who does.
Exactly.
And, people reach out to me, and I reach out to others, and that's where this networking comes in. you get to learn from others, and then you get to know what others' niche is, what their specialty is. So like if somebody has a TPO roof, I have never cleaned one in my life. So I know Anthony has, and I've sent people to him all the time, like, Anthony, I've got these guys that got TPO roof. I don't want to give them bad information. I know you have done this. Would you mind speaking to him? And he's like, no, I don't mind. So he'll do it. And there's other people that I send people to. So being in events like the PWNA, you get to network with people that you may never have met in your life, and you get to learn from them. Or if it's something you don't do, you'll remember that name, and you can reach out to them and say, hey, I just had this job, and I remembered you talked about this while we were at the event. And that's how you get this relationship built, and that's how you work together. And I've had people that I met, I forgot, I think it was up in Nashville, but they called me and said, hey, I had this job, but it's down in your neck of the woods. You think you can handle it? And then, everybody's sharing jobs, and you build that relationship, and you get to learn and grow with each other. And, I can't stand people when they're just so nasty and negative to each other, and they just want to slam them down. Nobody can rise to the top. Nobody's going to succeed if you're stepping on each other's head. You got to help each other out.
Ironically, that DoubleTree hotel that we're going to, last time it got washed, I was part of the team that washed that DoubleTree hotel.
Nice.
And it was, and I actually I had sold my company at that point, so I was the technical consultant on it. I had sold spray wash, and but I knew a guy that did, high rope work on there, and I was able to refer that, to him. It was a referral to me that I wound up giving a referral to that person on, and got it done. I went down there as a consultant for him. And, we got that dang hotel cleaned in, I think about 5 days on there.
Wow.
That's a big place.
It's a big fella, and it's a difficult joker to clean. But yeah, Daniel Howerton out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina, another just amazing friend that I met at Aaron Ritchie's event in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then further solidified our friendship in Cabo. And Daniel and I talk every other day, whether we need to or not. At this point.
Mm-hmm. I do have a secret, just a little one, but don't tell anybody, okay?
What's that?
Listening.
I do have some free tickets available for this event.
Oh.
Don't tell anybody, because I've only got a handful. So, if anybody that
a handful
might be listening that might want one, just PM me, and we can just make sure you're serious about going, because I don't want to be able to give you this ticket and you can't go, and then somebody misses out. So if you are wanting to go to this PWNA event, which is a no-brainer, you're going to get education, you're going to get networking, you're going to get so much out of it. PM me. I do have a handful because of the booth to give to contractors, just contractors. Just PM me, and see what we can make happen.
And let me give a plug also for that SeaWorld DoubleTree. A lot of people don't really, and there's been several conventions there over the past decade at that one. An amazing thing about the reason they call it the SeaWorld DoubleTree is because it's right next to SeaWorld. Like there's literally a walkway, to from the back door of that hotel, from that property, a private walkway into SeaWorld. So, if you've got your family thinking about, who wants a vacation in Florida in February, whenever it's, miserable in the rest of the continental United States or Canada, you bring your family down. You can send, the kids down over to SeaWorld, if your spouse doesn't want to come with you. I mean, it's a great reason for a Florida vacation, and quite frankly, a write-off too.
Exactly. And Trudy, thank you so much for giving tickets away. That's so generous of you.
I don't know if Shamu will be there, but I know we told secrets. Now I don't know if you two got any secrets to tell. I'm just kidding. You don't have to.
Well, I have a secret. I do have a secret.
You do?
I do.
Oh,
so for the women in the industry, and Trudy, you know what this is all about. We do have an event called Wine and Wash.
Oh, I love that. Year was not last year. Year before was my first time, because you know what they did to me every year? They had me speaking during the Wine and Wash, and I'm just like, so last time. I hope
that's not happening this year.
No. I'm during setup time, which is I don't know if that's more stressful or not, because I got a lot of setup.
During setup, I won't be there, so make sure everything gets set up.
No, you're my backup. What are you talking about?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, you better.
You're my backup. Oh wait, surprise.
So the Wine and Wash is pretty fun. It's a lot of fun because we get to network with women in the industry. I mean, you could be an owner operator like myself that's out on the field every day working. You could be owning a store like Trudy does. You could be the secretary, the marketing, the whatever. We just like all the women to come and have all the attention on us. We have fancy prizes that we give away. Everyone who attends get a nice glass. They don't look like this year, and it has a PWNA emblem on it, and it'll have the IWCA on the other side. So we're a partner with that event as well. It's just so much fun. It's only an hour, unfortunately. I'd like to make it longer, but we just don't have, like you said, Trudy, it's on the schedule, and there's everything before and after it. It's a busy time, but honestly, I've met so many cool ladies, and I've learned so much from them that I love Wine and Wash. And if you're not a drinker, you can fill your cup up with a non-alcoholic beverage.
Trudy's on a 2-drink minimum.
Yeah, right.
It was not my fault that we did the women's social before the giveaway. I was, and they kept bringing me, and we had.
And we was in the middle of giveaways, and they kept bringing drinks to us, and we're all trying to give us a show.
I turned into a comedian, and I hope I was funny, because.
So Tanya went to the Wine and Wash, and then to the silent auction, and apparently we bought a lot of stuff because.
That's why I'm renting a car to come home or to.
Yeah, no, our event, it turned into a comedy show. I was up there. I'm quite sure I was attempting to twerk to 369 panty line, but I'm not sure if it worked out well. But it was in my mind, I was hilarious.
Oh, good. So hang on, with your accent and the glitching in the screen, did you say you were twerking?
I know I was attempting to. I don't think I did.
She did do that too.
No, she said get to work.
Get to working.
Get to working.
I don't know, but I was giving stuff away, and we were having so much fun. And Anthony was like, "Stay on track. Stay on track." I'm like,
"Stay on track." I mean,
I did apologize ahead of time. I said, "This is why my husband don't let me drink wine."
When we say give stuff away, there's literally, I'll say, at least 20 grand of stuff, even more.
Yeah,
wow.
Maybe that
it
we give away every year.
Yeah,
$20,000 to $30,000 worth of stuff that we just give away. The contractors that come and they set up booths and stuff, they have stuff to give to them, to give away, and everything. So I mean, we was trying to get out of there at a reasonable time, and
what?
over there just kept wanting to get off track there, and I did a wheel her back in a little bit.
Well, I had a highlighter that was distracting me, and then the end number was 9, so I kept saying 369 panties, and I was, but yeah. So I'm changing that for November. The Women's Women of Wash social is not going to be. I think mimosas should. I'll say in the morning, but I've not got a whole day to deal with this, so I'll figure it out.
And then,
you should make the last number 6-7, and then bring a bunch of 10-year-olds.
Oh my gosh, my grandson did that in my house. Yeah. I'm like, oh.
You know what? If these kids are so taken with 6-7 right now, wait until they figure out what a 6-9 is. They're really going to go.
Oh my God,
Raymond.
Wayne
Humor.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, Barry. Rusty asked if Casey had live video. No, Barry was, I turned around in the middle of it and Barry's there. I'm like, are you recording this? He's like, no, I'm going live. I'm like, oh my God. Oh man. Yeah, it was Barry, was I funny? I think I was funny, right? I thought I made a good comedian for an hour, I think. But anyway, back on topic.
I have something else that, like, for memberships, I'm on the membership committee, that you get with your membership. You get this really cool app.
Yes.
So it's a safety app. It measures, there's all sorts of things on here, daily checklists, everything. You can, you have you can put in your fall clearance calculator, and so you can give this to all your techs that are out on the field, so they come home safe, or hopefully come home safe. It really helps. You have your ladder angle. What else does it have, Ray? It has so much. When you're using your water fed pole, your fall zone, things like that. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm just playing with it. I'm starting to learn it myself. I love it.
There's so much information. I know, 2 years ago, 24, when I spoke, they actually had me stay after and do a little video so they could put it on the platform about the industry paint issues. So the PWNA, the education, the factual education, not what's out there. SH does not clean everything, and if it's dirty and it doesn't work downstreaming, 6% probably isn't going to get it clean either. Hotter isn't going to fix it.
Ironically,
come on, really?
SH really doesn't clean very much whatsoever. I mean, SH is great at killing or disinfecting, but as far as being a true cleaner, it really doesn't.
It's a brightener and a disinfectant.
Yep, and absolutely. Our detergents are what actually cleans and lifts. That's the stuff that's really where the magic is happening on there. And that's stuff that a lot of us learned the hard way years ago. Whenever you get called back to a property that's still got crud on a metal roof, and it's like, but you really start looking at it closely, and it's just bleached out crud. You still got the crud. You haven't rinsed effectively. You haven't actually lifted the grime off the surface. It's now just
killed
crud.
Just
but the crud's still there.
The cruddy day.
What I tell people when they come in, after my medical stick, I had to stop washing. Hopefully next year, my husband says no way in hell, but hopefully this year I can go out and start doing it. But he said no. But hey, work husband says no too. But I tell the guys in here, I'm like, he goes, well, I don't need surfactant. What's it do? I'm like, so when you have white sheets, you just throw bleach in there and wash them? And like, no. I'm like, no, because it doesn't clean. I'm like, bingo!
That's a great way to say it.
Bleach clean thing. Think about it.
Yeah.
If bleach clean things, Shane would never have to wash a work shirt.
Oh no, he comes home stinking.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
He comes home stinking.
We still have to take our shirts and throw them in the washer after a day of washing, but
put water in there with it.
With soap.
Soap.
With soap. Yeah, with soap.
So Chris is keeping
education tonight, guys. Education.
Got me this cup for Christmas. Chris,
I love it.
And it glows in the dark. All the blue and the teal glows in the dark. Isn't that cute? But he, it got to me late, but it's a cool little cup. We're gonna take it camping, so it sits in the sun all night, and then Shane can find me if I wander off if I had a couple too many.
That is amazing. I need that.
Y'all see my wife? She's got the glowing cup. That's what he says.
I'll see some little short girl with a glowing cup walking around here.
I just got a headlamp.
Oh, short blonde girl.
Oh man. I just walked right into that one. And Barry said he only sells the videos of me drunk and giving stuff away on Only Washers. So apparently there's a new
Only Washers
instead of OnlyFans, I think.
Hey,
What did we just show our dirty work boots and our grimy hands? I mean, what do we show on there?
well,
We
this
show
is
the
going to be
length of our wands. Hmm.
pretty.
I'm showing the length of my wand. I like
Damn, that's an 8-footer.
Back to the topic at hand, PWNA.
I like my wand at 36 inches. Thank you. All right, so back to the
This is going to
PWNA.
be my
Back to
first
the PWNA.
PWNA event that I've attended. I've
You
been
wanna
to
know
huge.
So other than the cool wine and wash for the women, this one's for everyone. 3 skid giveaway.
What? Who? What? A skid?
Yeah, so you have to be a member. What else is there? You have to be present to win it. No vendors or I guess related parties can't win it. So rain on.
Dang, that leaves me out, don't it, Trudy?
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty good.
So no vendors.
EnviroSpace.
No, you're not a vendor.
I'm with you.
You're a contractor.
Okay, well, good. I registered to
I
win.
You
mean-
can
Okay,
win.
then.
Anthony, you can win if you're
Yeah. You're not a vendor.
Oh, I
Raise
thought I was
your
working with
hand.
you.
not win.
No, you're just helping.
Okay,
You're my workhorse.
I finally
I get to announce the winner, I
get to try to win something. All right.
think. Right, what else is happening? We have live demos. You're gonna demo a drone out there, Ray, or what are you gonna do?
I mean, if well, I don't know about I've got to pull if I'm going to do the drone stuff. I need to get a lot of info about Orlando over there, and
Yeah.
I don't know. The drones are a little bit of a headache as they are. You know, and if nobody, I'm glad you mentioned the demos. If nobody's seen
You're welcome.
the PWNA trailer, it's
Right.
truly one of the most, amazing things we have in this industry where we've got, the water fed pole stuff, going in there. We can do paver stuff. We can do, hot washing. We can do soft washing. You get to actually see this equipment, and more so than even just seeing the equipment, you get to touch the equipment and see how it works. And, a water-fed pole is a huge investment to a lot of guys just starting out. It's like, man, I don't want to drop, $2,500, $3,000 on a RODI system and a good pole. Well, tell you what, let's actually go touch that window up there on the third, fourth floor out there and try this. And you're able to put hands on a lot of this equipment. And something else, just going back to the experience of the people at your event, Trudy, Clint and I went out and talked one day about safety on at the trailer. And I mean, when we were doing the stations out there, and we didn't even have our events. I mean, we had some remarks planned, and the next thing you know, we're out talking for an hour, just bouncing stuff off of each other that wasn't even what we had planned on talking about, but it was stuff that the audience wanted to know and was asking us questions about. And that, again, that's the nice thing about dealing with, not touting myself as an expert by any means, but watched a little bit in my life. And
How many years?
Yeah.
2009, but when I
Wow.
it's been a hot minute. And then like Tanya and I retired in 2021 whenever we sold. The year that we sold, we were at 4 service trucks and that we did 1.3 million that year. So we literally grew from me going to Home Depot and buying looking at a pressure washer going, I've got to do something to feed my family because I was a real estate developer and I gave back properties in 3 states during that crash of 2009. And, 11, 12 years at that point, we were able to sell and get out. But again, things change and weird things happen. And next thing you know, you realize where your heart is and where your skills are, and you're back at it. So,
Well, I do know that you are really good with the drone, Ray, and we are going to have 2 drone demonstrations. But say like you're there at the convention, you're watching these drone demonstrations work on the outside wall, and they leave. Ray's around, so whoever's there can come and ask Rain for advice. I've never used a drone. Like I said, we don't have the high buildings here. But if someone wants to know more about, like what are these drones all about, they can come to Ray, who's on our board of directors, and just ask him a few questions.
Yep. And, and really talk about the drones.
Yeah.
We even have a drone safety certification now, with the PWNA. But one of the things that I think it's real important about the drones is understanding the licensure of that and using these drones in your business. You can be looking at really substantial fines if you get out here and misuse a drone. And I don't mean a wash drone. I mean a little, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Right here.
What is it, the size of a Volkswagen?
No, over there. Yeah, it is. No, I'm saying.
It will fit in my garage. Hey, Ray, drone.
That was a lot of money for that drone.
Incur thousands of dollars in fines if you're using this in your business. You go and screw this up. And Trudy, like over in your area over there, if you're to ever look at an aerial map of that whole Destin area, it is so confusing with all the airports and all the military fly zones over there. And, you don't go and fly these things unlicensed, and you don't fly them where you're not supposed to. But at the same time, one of the best tools you'll ever use in the business for before and after pictures, for checking out properties, for getting up on a roof and seeing the condition of the property. You want to wow, a customer whenever you're out there and doing that walk around at the property for them. Pull one of these out and say, I'm going to take a check on your roof right now, and fly this over the roof and take some photographs for them and actually say, look, you got some, I don't think it's time to wash your roof, or here's what your roof looks like. Here's what you can expect it to look like, or protect yourself as the contractor. Take some pictures of that roof and show that there's been patches on that roof already.
Cracked tiles, anything.
Amazing
tiles.
Yeah.
But you've got to do it the right way. You've got to use this tool with the proper licensure, because if not, the FAA don't play with you.
And also seen on the website today, I was looking on there, the PWNA website, that y'all offering a kitchen exhaust system training thing. Is that just online, or is that something you have to go somewhere?
Well, I know they have the certification on it. We've got one of the biggest hood cleaners, ever. That's a member of our organization. But I don't know if they'll be doing any live hood kitchen exhaust hood cleaning there. But again, a lot of guys that do specialize in hoods that are a member of the organization, and good thing to talk to. Great, we did a little spray wash hood cleaning as a separate LLC that we opened up and ran that for 3-4 years and sold it off. And we were doing just that segment of our company back in about 2013, 14, 15. We turned that into like $125,000, $150,000 sub business of our business like that. Hoods can be extremely profitable and extremely good.
I can show you how not to do them. We did them for a little while. We did some hood vents in 2007. We're like, oh, this might be an add-on, Shane had me up on the grill. My ponytail was stuck to the dang vents up there. And he puts me in the worst positions because I'm tiny. But I'm just like, we did not like it, but we did learn what restaurants not to eat in.
Not to do, yeah. And the best diet you will ever go on in your life, because you will never eat out like that.
Well, yeah, and like you guys have mentioned Michael Draper before, is he doing the KEC training, right?
I don't know. I honestly don't know, and I apologize.
It's a compliance.
I think Leette's on here. Maybe she'll answer.
Or maybe it might be with Daryl Mirza. Sorry, Daryl, I think.
Oh, what does Daryl know about hoods?
Yeah.
I don't know, but all I know
they are experts, and they're going to be awesome.
I mean, the guy Daryl's, y'all have to understand Daryl's past companies on there. He's done a lot.
Can we pull up the schedule? I mean, just the name drops. You guys are just dropping
there you are.
names.
We should walk through it. Let's walk
These guys
through it.
are icons. Like, I mean, I know I've been in the industry longer than you guys, which now I feel way old because I thought Raymond was in there before me. But anyway, maybe the MySpace thing gave it away. but the names you guys are just dropping here is just insane for this training. So what kind of certification classes are we looking at this year?
Go ahead, Ray.
No, Joey, after you. Like, no.
Okay, Tuesday, February 17th, solar safety training.
Somebody.
Yeah. So you know what? I believe in the solar safety training, and it goes in with, I would say, the water-fed pole training. People are getting electrocuted. We don't want that.
Yes,
Let's learn how to solar safety train, like clean them properly, and teach the property owners why, like the benefits of solar cleaning is beneficial to them. They make more money if their panels are clean.
Yeah.
I know that Bo is doing the house wash training, Leette's typing in that the roof, AC and I are actually doing the roof cleaning certification on there. The drone, I don't know if I'm doing the drone or not. So yeah, I mean, we'll have a great intro into the certification class.
Yeah, and then we have like the niche market of gas station cleaning with Carlos Gonzalez. Another man that I've never met, but my gosh, is he motivating. This guy, after you talk to him, you'll be up and running a marathon if you've never ran 2 feet in your life. He'll just elevate you, whether you're taking his class or not. Life in general, he's amazing.
And just the positive energy. Like you walk up to him and you just start glowing. I'm like, are you glowing? Because now I'm glowing. We're all glowing right here.
Yeah, you're in a bad mood and you talk to Carlos, and I mean, there's something wrong with you if he can't.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I just walked, I felt the energy.
Yeah.
I mean, I met him the first time at the last Panhandle event in November. And I mean, I've known him for years online, but I haven't physically. And I just looked at him and it just went, I felt like there was a halo all around me. Like, oh, I'm just like,
I call these people earth angels. He's an earth angel.
Yes.
So Jonathan just bumped up. He said paver sealing, rope access, some of the more certification class. I don't know if you can bring that one back, and I'm the exact opposite of Carlos, like where he's like makes you happy. You talk to me for like 10 minutes and I'm like the energy vampire, and I will literally suck the joy out of your life.
And while you're talking to Joy, now I have not met Joy yet. Do not suck her out of my life yet, right?
You're happy. Come see me. I'll bring you down a few levels.
I think when I first met you, I'm like, hi. You're like, hi, and I ran out the door. No, I'm kidding. I didn't.
Oh, Ray, you're trying to scare us. You're not scary.
No. I was kidding. I think we met at a PWNA.
I'm just gotten real curmudgeon.
Ray, I don't know
we met at a PWNA. Didn't we, Ray? We met at a PWNA event.
I believe so. Yeah.
That's where I met him. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, do you go anywhere but the PWNA events? Because they will meet you there.
Do I go anywhere?
He's like, I don't know how to answer this.
Oh boy,
you're hanging out there to dry.
Those who know, but yeah. We ain't going there.
And then we have like at 4 to 6 we have the enterprise member welcome social. So I'll obviously be there. So if I'm there, everyone should be. Do we
Well,
have
I'll be
like
there.
live music or something there? Like what's happening there, Ray?
We're gonna let Trudy sing.
I'm
Oh
bringing
my
a
gosh, no, I
kazoo.
can't sing. I can't sing. No.
Then
No.
we party at night, and then Wednesday comes
We can
upon
party
us
at
at
night.
8 a.m. And we have some certification classes and hands-on training. We have the PWNA exhibitor move in. So you want to be moved in by 11 a.m. If you're moving in your booth, like in your booth, get it through the doors and get in there, or their union takes over and you'll get charged extra. So if you're doing that, just have everything at your spot by 11 a.m. You can set everything up and put it in place afterwards.
Here's that, Anthony. You got to chop.
Chop,
'cause I gotta
chop.
shoot. So
That's
you got to
right,
do.
As long as
No
we're down there by
extra fees for you.
if we're down there the 17th, it'll get set up.
We're by the door. We're right by the door. Pew,
Oh,
pew,
that should be
pew.
easy.
Yeah.
That should be easy.
We
And
won't
you
be
gotta
the
get
first
good-
one
you
there,
gotta
so
get
we
the
can
good
be
parking
the
spot
first
by
one
the
to
door.
get through the door.
I'll be thinking about you while I'm speaking about plant
No,
property.
don't crap. You're gonna be out
Ooh.
there with me.
That's the fun part.
I'm really excited about that commercial class that Connor and Trevor and can't remember the other person that's doing it. We're focusing on both the technical aspects of large commercial properties and then the sales aspect of large commercial properties. And all four of us have had large commercial based, companies. I was probably the smallest guy, of that group. And, just an amazing group of people to hang around with and learn from them and go, wow, these are the guys that who've they don't just talk the talk, they've walked the walk. And, this is one of my, let me say this the right way. One of my issues with what you see online with the new wave of and I consider myself kind of an OG guru. I was guru before guru was cool. The new wave of gurus and people that are out selling classes and telling you how to do stuff, most of them have never done. They don't even understand how to deal with the problems you might encounter because they've never dealt with the problems that you might encounter. And I'm not dismissing a $250,000 type of business out there. Great income. It's going to make a great living for somebody, but that's probably not the person that you need to be learning about scheduling trucks or growing yourself into a multi-truck, operation out there. Because, if you're running more than one truck on a $250,000 operation, you're really wasting a lot of extra effort out there because the carrying capacity of one truck should be $200,000 to $250,000. And speak of the devil will appear. There is Mr. Carlos.
I'm like, his ears must be ringing, but he missed all the
great stuff we were
talking about him.
That's bad.
The energy must have generated.
And I actually did his gas station training in Cabo as well. And his gas station training, you don't want to miss it. And I mean, again, what a great niche market that's out there. And why do some people, honest question here, why do some people get $200 for doing a gas station, and why do some people get $1,500 for doing a gas station?
You sell yourself short.
Exactly. You got to sell yourself high.
I think it's a lot to do with believing in yourself and how you sell the job.
Absolutely. And not only that, it's like the house. You the guy that's doing it for that cheap, they're not covering the gas pump.
Storm drains. They're
not protecting everything. They're just boom, spray surface clean and let it rinse wherever it needs to go without following the rules and the regulations of what you're supposed to be doing. Spray, play, splash and dash, and
but I know what you're talking about, Ray. I mean, we clean a lot of gas stations. We got a bunch of shells we do. We clean raceway stations and everything. And I called a guy. I passed one off to a guy because I did a canopy. I get average $700 to $1,000 on a canopy. This was a 20 pump, 20 station fueling position, which is 10 pumps,
right?
10 dispensers on a lot. $1,000. I didn't want to drive 3 hours to clean it. I passed it off to the guy, and he said, "How in the world did you get $1,000 for this?" I said, "I just get it."
You know, I see guys every now and then washing these things, and it just we don't do them anymore just because I have a much different business model now. But you know, there was a time where I had 25 Circle K's in my region, you know, that I did, and I guess all in total we did about 40 stations a year. It was. And I see guys out there now, even with all the knowledge that's out there, I see guys either with a scissor lift out underneath the canopy, and I'm sitting here scratching my head going, why?
Why?
With a yellow noodle just and there's white paint flying everywhere. There's not a cover over a pump.
Yeah.
And here's the other really shocking thing that blows my mind. I see guys out here doing this in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And you know, you could literally sit there and take a picture of the traffic bypassing that gas station and just not like if people get into habits, you're going to go into that gas station on your way home. And you know, okay, so it's a problem now. Well, I'm not going to go into that gas station because it's blocked off. You know, it's just you're setting the public up to get hurt. You're setting yourself up to get hurt. You know, people go, well, I've talked to that. I've given my card to that lady behind the pump, 17 times, and she's now
scratch your head and go, why?
That lady behind the cash register, she ain't making the decision on there. Nope. Same way with the, give your card to the McDonald's cashier. Keep doing that. Let me know how that works for finally getting that business out there, because you can drop your card off every day for 6 months to the McDonald's cashier. You'll never get that business from dropping it off to the McDonald's cashier. Part of getting business is knowing where to ask for the business, knowing the right person to ask for the business.
And that commercial class is going to give you all that information.
Yeah, it is, and Carlos's class will too, as far as gas stations, I
did do the McDonald's thing, but I didn't give it to a cashier. I asked for the manager, the right manager. I want the manager in charge. I just don't want a shift manager. I want the manager that's in charge that can get
the general manager, or
where I want to go. It took a while to get my first one. I'm gonna say probably 6 months to a year, but it was in my town I lived in. I ate a lot of McDonald's at the time. I don't eat a lot of McDonald's now.
They do you?
So every time I'd go in, it's when they had their sweet tea for $1. You couldn't beat it. It's the best thing on God's green earth. So every time I'd go through there, get a sweet tea, I'd ask for the manager. She'd come and I'd give her a card. I bet she's got a card, my business stack card in her desk drawer, probably like that. But finally, one morning, about 4 o'clock in the morning, my phone goes off. I said, who in the world is messaging me at 4 o'clock in the morning? Hey, this is so-and-so at McDonald's. I need you. Could you come up here today and give us a quote on cleaning our station, cleaning our lots and stuff? We got X amount of properties that we need to get somebody to clean because we're not happy with the guy that's doing it anymore, and we're terminating our contract with him. So it did work, but you got to get
stay on it. You're never
you got to stay on it.
And and here's a shortcut to that. Ironically, I'll give you that little nugget here before the convention. So many times whenever you walk into a McDonald's or you walk into a Hardee's, first off, very few people, owners of franchises like that, own one. Like you just said, you went into several properties. Very, very few people ever own just one of those.
Right.
Now, if you go in and you look next to the front counter, a lot of times it'll say this McDonald's or this Hardee's or this In-N-Out is independently owned and operated by JV and Sons.
Yep.
So now all of a sudden you're like, JV and Sons, take your little camera out and snap a picture of that. Now go and go to, if you're in Florida, go to sunbiz.org and start typing in JV and Sons and figure out where the corporate location of JV and Sons is. Now that's giving you a back door of who you actually need to talk to that's higher up on the food chain than just the cashier at the McDonald's on there. Yep. So you get the corporate officers of that, and hopefully you can make a relationship that way and kind of start at the top and let the top. You get a lot better result whenever somebody from the top tells you, okay, go down here to the bottom or to the mid-level and talk to that person and tell them I told you to call, versus the person at the bottom trying to feed you up.
Get you to the top. Yeah, it's same way with the gas stations. I mean, that Mr. Miyagi at that gas station, he may not own that property.
No, very well may not own it. Yeah, in fact, most likely doesn't. Most likely that gas, at least if it's an independent.
Leon.
I'm trying to.
Well, we got some we work through.
It's an independently station. You know, it may be a flag, it may be a Shell, it may be a Arco, it may be something, but a certain person with a certain accent is behind the counter doing that. A lot of times they're not actually. They may own the inventory in the store, but they're not the owners of that property. Most times you're going to have a company called Raise Oil Supply that actually owns that business, that owns those pumps, and is going to be responsible for the maintenance of that. And they want their stuff in good condition. And they actually know that the guy that's leasing their store probably isn't the most hygienically minded person at all. So many times in their lease, they will have, we're going to take care of the maintenance of this. So you keep going to Mr. Miyagi in the store giving you your card. Mr. Miyagi, first off, doesn't care. It's not his dime.
Oh, he's wanting to sell that gas and get you in that store.
Never seen a pressure washer, you know. But now you go to Ray Burke that actually owns that building and owns those pumps, and I have a vested interest in keeping my crap clean. Same way with the McDonald's. I own 8, 10, 15 of those stations.
Yeah, we got 30 of them we clean.
Yep.
30.
So let me tell you a McDonald's story. My husband,
he likes McDonald's.
He ate a lot of McDonald's. So I got in his truck. Every time I'd get in the vehicle, I'd turn it on, and the GPS said 5 miles to McDonald's. Every time, I'm like, babe, why does
there's not a McDonald's 5 miles within you?
Yeah, babe, why is the car telling me how far McDonald's is? And he's like, I get there, go to breakfast. I'm like, okay, go to lunch.
Well, Jory, I told you that hour go by fast.
Yes, it did.
It
Is
did
it an
go
hour?
fast.
Yeah.
They've been over
8
now.
minutes.
Fine.
Well, I got one question I didn't get to, and I asked this to the last person we had from PWNA. As a contractor,
right?
How does PWNA benefit me as a contractor? I know we covered like marketing, networking, and stuff, but
we've talked so much about education, and Trudy is an educator. She even knows that we have the top educators in this organization, hands down. As a contractor, you're going to gain education, then you're going to gain experience, you're going to gain the networking community that you need to be successful.
I got discount on lifts.
You get discounts. Yeah, the vendors give you a set discount if you're a member of the PWNA. Deco Aaron Raymond gives you $100 off your membership for new members of the PWNA. We have fun at the PWNA convention. We hold a cornhole competition, which is also a lot of fun. And we give back to the community. Those funds go towards the National Pediatric Cancer Association. So we're not profit. we put out what we get in, we put in what we get out. We have a great group of people that I call my family running the PWNA convention. And honestly, it takes a lot of time for us to do that as volunteers. It takes a lot of time away from our families and businesses to be a part of the PWNA. And we're doing it for the contractors, for the vendors, for everyone. We're doing it for them because we know what we got out of it when we started. That's what I believe.
I'll give you. Let me give you a short one though too. Joy, the certifications matter.
Yeah, they do matter.
You use them, especially if you use like it doesn't. A certification doesn't matter whatsoever if you never let anybody know that you're not certified.
And the thing is, it's not just to say I don't have anything. Okay, so well, here's a little sticker that you get, but it's just a sticker. You can put on the website, I'm certified. Oh, great, you're certified. But honestly, to go through the certifications, you're learning so much to keep you safe, your crew safe, to how to, run an efficient business. We have business classes, to meeting people like all of you to be mentors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all would recommend, if you're a contractor in the industry, to join the PWNA?
I think so.
And I've got some free passes for this year's event. So
free passes. Everybody get a well. Won't be able to reach Trudy after tomorrow because she's going on vacation.
Oh, I'm going to be gone.
So she's going to be out of network. She's going to be out in her own thing with some of her family. So if y'all want to get anything from the warehouse, y'all have to go to the warehouse directly.
Yeah, I'm going to try and not be on any social media for 7 days.
Nice.
I might go through withdrawals.
That was just Trudy. That was just me. Whenever we were in the Caribbean, I did not even have the data package on the show.
I'm not. I told Anthony, I'm like, I'm not getting the internet. I'm just going to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already stressing out. Like I've already got the shakes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this.
Guys, I'll tell you what.
The
Price of membership, worth the price of membership right here. Both Bo Giuseppe and yours truly, we have been expert witnesses for lawyers that have sued power washing companies on there. Just pulling me aside and say, Ray, what should I watch out for? Bo, what should I watch out for? That right there is worth 10 times the cost of membership.
100%.
It is. And we have a BOD member now that's involved. We can't mention anything, but he is trying to help a member out that is being involved in something along that line. So it does go a long way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, my 15 years of the industry paint issues, one phone call, you got it. One phone call, you can get everything that I've learned in 15 years of investigating this thing. But anyway, guys,
we got to get out of here. Take us out of here.
My plane. So
okay.
Enjoy your vacation, Trudy, and do so much. You've earned it.
Thank you guys for coming on. You guys were a bundle of fun and a lot of information. And I hope to see everybody at the PWNA. So you have
get there to register
Sunday. So if you want a free pass, message me now or tomorrow. But after that,
he's on vacation.
Yeah.
Trudy, can I tell you something? Thank you so much for having us. And honestly, I think about you all the time. Like, how is she keeping up with social media, running a business, being out on the field? I don't know how you do it. So kudos to you. Enjoy your vacay.
Thank you.
Can't wait to give you a big hug.
I know. I can't wait to meet you in person. All right. Good night, guys.
I'm a hugger.
Me too. Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks for being here.
All right. Good night, guys.
Thank you, Anthony.